In this video I'll show you how I made a LED panel, DIY LED panel for video lights, but it could be for anything, work light or anything. I have this LED strip that is 3 rows of LEDs, and I found a place to cut it. I wanted to cut it in half and then in half again, so I wanted to have 4 equal pieces. I found this place where it was already soldered in, so I thought I don't need to cut it. You would normally just be able to cut the strip in the indicated points. And I had some scrap profiles, some aluminium profiles that I didn't really need to use anymore, so I thought first I wanted to make a panel, but then I thought, okay, why not make a kind of design like fins, like a CPU cooler. That's really nice. So I screwed everything in with self-tapping screws. I even made a bit of an interesting design, I say. Yeah. The whole idea here was to keep all these aluminium pieces together on the back and on the front to have a nice flat surface to mount the LED strips. At first I thought I would put all of them on one panel, but then I thought I will use the LED strips and split them in 2, so I have 2 panels, 1 light on each side. Important part here to put electric tape to insulate the aluminium from the contacts of the LED strip. Same on the other side. I didn't really have to do it on the other side, but it doesn't really hurt to put a bit of electric tape there. Once everything was ready, I really cleaned with isopropyl alcohol 99% to make sure the heat transfer. For me it was important not really to get the LED strip to be secured in place, but to have a maximum heat transfer from the LED strip to the aluminium profiles. And also because they have fins on the side, they are U-shaped aluminium profiles and they're made for other things, but they work like a heat sink and a holder for the LED strips. Trying to make sure to align the LED strips properly, and also I orientated one strip in one way and the other one is the opposite way, just in case if there is some kind of a pattern for the light to diffuse it a bit more. I don't use any diffuser on this, but if you wanted you could build something, I guess. It's more difficult if you use a diffuser. The wires, okay, they don't look very pretty, very nice, but this is only for on the desk. And I actually use this as a desk lamp also, just to have a really strong light. It's about 48 watts per panel. So this panel here, it's 48 watts of LED light. The LED lights are CRI color rendering index 90 plus. They had 97 plus, but they were single row and not so powerful as these ones. I wanted the maximum power I could find. The first time I turned them on, they really, I mean even now if I turn them on, they're really so powerful. Maybe it doesn't really look in the video at the beginning, but you can see it's a big difference from the lamp, from the desk lamp, and also the colors, they look nicer in the video while recording this. The nicest thing is that I can bring the panel really close to them.
Whoa. It's crazy powerful.
And have it just above the camera and not facing towards me, so I can't really see the direct light from the panel, and I can even hide it behind the screen. You see, that's how it connects to one panel. And for the second panel, I didn't really have any pieces of aluminium profiles left, so I thought, okay, I'll buy some. And I bought a different type. This is actually, you can change the position in any way, vertical, horizontal, and it really works really well.
Way more powerful.
Yeah, I even have them set up on a remote control system. The remote starts and stops the LED driver. It's really convenient, and in this way it's also more safe that they are only on when the light is on from the remote controller. The light is really powerful from the panel, and you can't really see the dots on it unless there is a reflection on the surface where you are, or you look directly at them. If you don't look directly at the panel and there is no reflection, it's great. There is no, and I don't really mind to see the dots anyway.
Centimeters.
This one is much thicker. This is for the new panel, the second panel.
Yep.
50 centimeters, 2 pieces. It was 1 meter and it was cut in half. And I mount it like a T shape. So here all I have to do really is to set up the 2 pieces together with screws, make sure that they are really sitting well together. Using electric tape again to insulate the contacts on the edges and the wires also. It's a bit more difficult on this shape to put the electric tape, but I don't really care about how it looks like. All I care is that on the top area the metal is not exposed. Cleaning with isopropyl alcohol 99% again. I had to remove some of these. There was some kind of mineral deposits on it, so I used a bit of vinegar to dissolve it before, and the same thing with the LED strip. I had a bit of a trouble with this one. I didn't align it properly, so I had to remove it and put it back. This one is okay, but watch the next one. I don't know why I couldn't get this one easily aligned, but it's very difficult to pull the LED strip, and I kind of stretched one of them a bit, I think. So yeah, just make sure you align them well before pressing down on the LED strip. This wire, you can remove it, use another wire, but on the second panel I decided to use the built-in wire. It even has a switch. I used a bit of computer power cables, just used what I had around, and the panel is almost ready, but it needs the connection. So here I will put the tripod mount. Basically, I thought to put it vertically, but yeah, like this is much easier. I couldn't use the self-tapping screws directly on this one because the thickness of the material was too much. I tried to use the self-tapping screw directly and it just failed, it didn't go through, so I just use a normal, I make a hole first with a really good quality drill bit. HSS, I think it's called, this one, they're resistant. So I measured the points where the holes should be and I drill the holes, and now I use the self-tapping screws and they go in perfectly. The drill bit, the hole should be smaller than the screw to be able to allow the screw to have a good grip on the material inside. Now this is ready to install on the desk lamp stand. And this is the arm of the desk lamp. I could have made it removable here with a detachable connector. Maybe I will do it in the future. If you need them removable, you can always add XT80 or XT90, one of those high power connectors for RC cars, or any DC connector that will take at least 100 watts. The connection here is nothing really special. It's just placing back this the nut, the bolt nut might be a bit difficult to put it back on this hand tightener. It's made like that, so you don't need a tool when you tighten it. In this case, I didn't tighten it enough, and it was a bit not very stable when I was rotating it. Just tightening it a little bit more, and it's perfect. The one on the left here is better because I use the built-in wire, but this wire is the AC wire, so you have to be careful if you use this. It looks like an AC wire now, but it's actually a DC wire for the light bulbs. That's a bit of a tricky part. Maybe adding a label on the wire, it helps to write on it DC 24 volts, because that's what it needs, 24 volts DC.
Whoa.
Now the setup is complete and the lights are really exactly how I wanted them. I will put the cover of on the LED driver so the wires are more permanent. Even the switch works. I can use the switch on one light, so like this I can, if I don't need too much light, I can use only one of the strips. I guess now I should call them LED panels and not LED strips anymore. I hope this helps you, and let me know in the comment section below if you built your own DIY LED panels or if you bought them, and for what you use them, and what kind of specifications you were looking at for the CRI or for any other specifications, the size and power. Thanks for watching, I hope this helps you, and watch the next video.